It feels like it's been at least a week since we talked about Elon. So let's have at it
Here we
again. Insane story about server migrations over at the old X company led by Elon Musk. Fun episode. I mean, a little bit of an audio problem in the middle that I've got to edit out. I'll make sure I clean that up. But thanks for watching the show. If you don't mind giving us a like and a sub, we super appreciate it. Otherwise, let's get into it.
Elon Musk is up to his usual shenanigans again. God, that guy, he is good at creating headlines about himself. And
Yeah, it's
he's
been
also
like
a massive knob.
a week since we talked about him.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy how
Do
he
you know
just
what?
keeps staying on mind.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Stop stepping on my bit, Peter.
You've given up the right to your bit. You haven't done it for the last few episodes. So
All right, well,
fair,
stand
fair
by.
game now. I just
So the first,
I thought this was a meme.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
I was just gonna say, I literally thought this was a meme when I read it. Like, and then I heard that, like, no, this is wrong. Like, but then I keep seeing it. Elon is talking about paywalling Twitter to all users, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Huh? What?
Well, so by the time people are seeing this, it'll actually have happened over a week ago now, probably. As we're recording here today, I think the news broke 6 days ago, and then kind of had a resurgence 2 days ago. But I haven't seen any updates or corrections since then. So I feel like this is maybe another one of those things where he kind of just like throws it out there, and then maybe we'll all just wake up one day and it's done, or we'll never hear about it again.
It's another cage fight, I think. I think they would lose so many subscribers immediately that it just wouldn't.
I mean,
but
wouldn't
then
they
again,
lose everyone?
he is going through his checklist of how to destroy a company. So
Yeah.
this is like next.
I mean, this is the final straw.
Yeah.
Right?
Would you pay for Twitter though? Would you?
No, I already pay for Twitter.
I don't use it for free.
I pay for Twitter with my engagements for them for free. You're welcome, Elon.
Okay.
And I pay for Twitter with my data.
All right.
I cannot be paying for this, Elon. Sorry.
Question to you, John. Question to you. If you could use an ad-free Twitter with a paywall, would you? And no tracking.
Okay. Well, I mean, technically, I'm already using Twitter ad-free. Thank you, Peter and uBlock Origin.
Well,
he's that Peter Lowe, by the way. It's an honor, sir.
I do it for the people. So
I'm fighting the good fight.
The honor is mine.
And then secondly, no tracking. Like the problem, I think a big problem.
There's a one noise.
Yeah, whose mic is that?
Elon can hear us talking about him.
Mike?
So at any rate, sorry to derail things, but this wasn't actually even the fun story.
Okay.
Right.
So let's talk about this one.
Oh yeah.
So this is a year ago, Christmas time. Shortly after he bought Twitter, they had a hosting agreement with a place in maybe San Francisco that was costing them $100 million a year. They were getting kicked out, but they were getting short-term extension after short-term extension, and they needed to stop it. And so the engineers went to Musk and said, hey, it's going to take us 6 to 9 months to get these servers moved. And Musk said, fuck no, you got 90 days. It's not hard to move a server. Ridiculous story from beginning to end. It is amazing.
And then he doubled down.
Yeah.
And went into the data centers.
Fuck it, we're going
started
tonight.
Ripping server and started personally taking servers out of the data center.
Yeah.
Like, first off, from a security point of view, wow. I just mean, it doesn't get any worse, right?
Yeah.
Like, whew. What happened to those servers? What happened to that data? Like, was there an audit trail of like, you rip them out, and then do you check them out?
Doesn't
Like,
matter.
and
His.
Yep,
just I guess so. It's Elon. So what are you?
Yeah.
You're gonna say? The security guard at the data center. You're gonna be like, Elon Musk, Mr. Sir,
his
you
data.
cannot come in here.
So
then Elon pulls like a douchebag.
He
like,
pulled an
I'm
Elon.
gonna buy this data center. Like,
to his credit, all the servers got moved.
yeah, wow. I'm sure it was faultless
Well, then it's
too.
all right then. I mean, no problem. I
Not
mean,
a problem.
of course.
It's
Then we should all start doing that. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesus, guys. Well,
it's
all you CEOs out there, what are you doing? It's lazy.
I know. It's such a fundamental, so the engineers were saying it's going to take us 9 months. What they were saying was it's going to take us 9 months to do it correctly without bringing the site down.
Yeah.
What Musk was saying is how hard is it to actually physically pick up a server and carry it to another data center?
Yeah.
That shouldn't take very long at all. Both things are true.
Wow.
One of them is slightly more relevant if you're trying to run a theoretically $44 billion company.
Not anymore.
No, yeah. I mean,
And you know what
I
they
think
say? Each server was like a billion. Like, this man is just doing his job, his checklist. He's just like,
I know.
this is just
That's
on the way
crazy.
down. I'm just bringing the fire dumpster into the data center. Like,
So
I don't know.
I'm having conflicting thoughts here because on the one hand, like I'm thinking, I'm trying to actually see it from, does this really matter? Like we're getting all, I was getting all flustered. This is utterly ridiculous. Why would anybody do this? There's so many different things. And then I thought, well, you know what? It's just a social media network. Hey, who cares? Like, it's not rocket surgery. It's like just it's a social media network. He's bought it. It's his. It's his toy now. That's it.
I guess
we
the
have to
fallout-
accept reality.
The fallout is financial, right? Like, if I'm an ad network and I'm paying Twitter like that, I'm paying Twitter with an SLA that like they're gonna be up 99.99% of the time. And then they go down for a night because
Yeah.
Elon decided to rip the fucking cord out of 100 servers. Like,
I mean,
I'd
yeah.
be mad,
I
but
don't
you're
think that
not
was-
wrong.
I don't think that was ever anyone's expectation of Twitter, even under the best
No,
of
but, like,
circumstances.
Any type of like big partnership like that, you're gonna
Yeah.
sign a service license agreement that dictates that if you fucking fall below the threshold of uptime that we've agreed to, like, you're gonna be paying us some money back. And
yeah,
I'm sure that Twitter is to its
Yeah,
neck
this
when it comes to
was
SLA
insane.
stuff.
The story is
It-
super interesting. Everybody should read it.
yeah. It's
Like
it's amazing.
filling
But, like,
trucks with unpackaged, unpadded servers in the middle of the night, driving across the state. Like, it's lunacy.
but that's what you've got to do you've got to sacrifice everything for your babies, for your
Yeah.
children. You
Yeah.
hold nothing back. Sorry, I just want to go back to what we're talking about, like, does it matter thing, because there is another side to it where I think that we're kind of, from our own perspective, ignoring certain things. Like Twitter it doesn't matter in some ways, despite it being just a social media platform. It did have a lot of actual real life impact on a lot of people's lives.
Yeah.
That where for like in regions of the world where that's how they used to communicate and that's how they used to get their news, that unbiased news. Well, I don't know if it's unbiased, but like at least not government controlled news. It was a major political platform. It became the place where politicians would announce things at one point. It was the best infosec hub that existed, as far as I know.
The best
I've
hub
come
for
across.
everything, basically.
Yeah. So there was definitely real life impacts, and I don't think. I mean, it's much more fun to slack it off as just a fucking a place where people troll you for having an iPhone or whatever, or not having an iPhone. But yeah,
Well,
I think
definitely-
that there's. Sorry.
Go ahead, Peter. Finish.
There's other things like the service that he ripped out, the security side of it, and sorry to be all boring and serious, but like the data on that could have been someone's credit card details. It could have been someone's, I don't know, medical records. It could possibly have, who knows? He just didn't care, and that's the thing that kind of sucks about all this. So there are reasons for doing things properly, and yeah, okay, he got away with it. His toy, but fucking hell, man, like, does he have to be such an asshole about everything?
Right, and then
Just-
undermining the process also, I think, is like such a huge disrespect to people whose, this is their whole career, this is their whole craft, to do things properly.
the sad thing about it,
my own
they can also
personal
be-
server, I'm not fucking pulling the cord.
They can also be a little overly conservative. Clearly, this is like an extreme, but sometimes it's okay to push people.
I think that if you're an engineer and this is your craft, and you bring to your CEO a timeline that he's been shitting on, by the way, right? Like they kept pushing this back until they got to a point where they had to do this in the middle of the night. Whose fault is that? It's not the engineer's fault.
Yeah. That part of the okay, sure.
Right? Like
that's what they were trying to figure out. That's what they were negotiating.
And then you're like, well, actually, like, fuck everything. You guys are all exempt from overtime anyway. Get a truck or you're fired. Like,
doing it now.
Yeah.
Go to U-Haul. Sir, it's 2 a.m. Go to, I don't care. Like, no.
So in terms of impact, there was the case of the DeSantis campaign announcement that he was running for president. They were supposed to be doing it on that Google live stream, or I'm sorry, on that Twitter live stream. And do you remember that it crashed and went down and nobody could connect to the call? That instability was tied to this incident. Apparently, all kinds of other cases they found. So upsides, right?
Right.
One thing in the end, he says, the article says, for the next 2 months, X was destabilized. The lack of servers caused meltdowns, including when Musk had a Twitter Spaces for presidential candidate Ron DeSantis. In retrospect, according to Musk, the whole Sacramento shutdown was a mistake, he admitted in March of 2023. I was told we had redundancy across our data centers. What I wasn't told was that we had 70,000 hard-coded references to Sacramento, and there's shit that's still broken because of it. So still blaming the engineers for not telling him about it. But with this guy, the
sad thing about it all allegedly. Is the sad thing to me is that I think the real reason that he does this is because he doesn't really care. He can afford to lose $44 billion, and that's okay. He's still got another $40 billion in the, it's in
the, so to speak, bank. Yeah.
Well, somebody made the comment in the article. I can't find the quote right now, but that at SpaceX and at Tesla, they have people who are used to handling him, and they know how to like drip feed information to him. This is the same kind of thing you used to hear about Trump in office. Like you got to present it a certain way and give it a certain pace, and So what they were saying is the mistake of the Twitter engineers was just telling him the facts. How is that the engineer's fault in any way?
Just because you're a megalomaniac, right? Like that doesn't justify any of this type of behavior. And this is also why, right, as security professionals, one of the first things we want to do in an organization is remove admin from the top level people.
Right.
Yeah. You want to compartmentalize duties. The CEO shouldn't be admin of the Microsoft Azure instances, right? Like you shouldn't be the admin of the Google Workspace or the Slack.
If he's just cruising in with bolt cutters and a screwdriver, being an admin is not going to slow him down.
Yeah, I mean, true. My God, but like this is exactly why we compartmentalize problems, right? Like it should never have reached Musk. Yeah. This should have and obviously he's the one that he dug himself in to find these problems. Like everyone were reporting to him. It was a nightmare. I remember hearing instances of individual contributors, like just a normal engineer is being asked by Musk himself, why is this taking so long? Like, are you an idiot? Shit like that. Insane.
And if he had money on the line, if he was about to go bankrupt because because Twitter failed, he would be so much more careful. He wouldn't treat it like a fucking toy.
This panic of his seems like it does almost seem fabricated. Like, why else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that was a fun 15 minutes of shitting on Elon. I feel refreshed.
Yeah, it's a good start to my day.
Please do subscribe if you want to hear more of us shitting on Elon. Or I'll come swing by the Discord server if you want to come and tell us why we're wrong. We'll kick you out, obviously, if you're here to defend Elon. But you know, you can give it a go.